everyone.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Sarai.
I'm Jeremie.
And we are going through this quiz on livehappy.com. What's it called? Do you love your body? So we're going to go through this quiz together. Question 1. You've walked out of the shower and realized you didn't grab a towel in advance. Your partner's in the next room. Do you A, quickly figure out a way to dry yourself without asking him for a towel because you don't want him to see you fully naked? B, hide behind the shower curtain or do your best to cover up your less attractive areas and ask him to please bring you a towel? Or C, call out to him to please bring you a towel and wait patiently in all your naked glory for him to come into the room.
Hide behind the shower curtain or do your best to cover up your less attractive areas and ask him to please bring a towel to you.
No.
B all the way.
So for me, like, as long as my husband hasn't been being a jerk and making me feel bad about being fat, it's C. Like, just stand there naked and wait.
That's good. No, I can't. It's like also like a North American versus European thing where nudity is just not a thing for me.
Well, so like, I'm comfortable being naked in front of Marcus.
Yeah.
And like by myself.
Yeah.
But like, these women at the gym just like walk around naked and bend over and I'm just like, oh no, let me just look up here.
Oh, I'm terrible at this. Even so, after sex, for example, clearly you're naked. But at the same time, right after sex, you know that shameful walk towards the bathroom. I'm covering myself up before I go. Like, don't look at my butt.
You're silly. That's funny.
Yeah, so B for sure. Okay, 2. You run into a friend you haven't seen in a while and she says, "You look great." Do you A, feel uncomfortable and say something like, "Oh no, I look terrible," or "You need new glasses"? B, thank her for the compliment, but then say you think you look tired, your outfit is old, or that it's only because you're wearing Spanx. Or C, appreciate her for being so complimentary, take it in as positive feedback and move forward with your day knowing you're looking good.
Okay. So my first impulse is A. However, I'm terrible at taking any compliment.
Okay.
So I've had to really work on that because...
What would you have said before?
Like, oh no, I look terrible, like you're just being nice.
Exactly.
But that makes people really uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah.
And like as a performer, people are always saying, oh, you made me cry, or like you sound so wonderful or whatever. And I don't like those compliments either.
Yeah.
So I have learned to go with C, just like, oh, thank you so much, that's really kind.
Yeah.
You know?
For me, it's like a mix of both. So B again, it's like, I'll say, oh, thank you so much, but this is an old sweater. Or something just, I don't know, it just feels so weird for me to just accept it and not tell them that I'm not perfect. Sort of idea. It just feels weird. All right, next
They've
one.
met you, they know you're not perfect.
Thanks.
Okay, number 3. When you walk up to a full-length mirror, do you immediately notice all of your faults and begin to pick yourself apart? Acknowledge both the good and bad that you see in front of you? Or C, immediately notice something positive or good about yourself?
I'm a mix of both bad and good. B and C. Depending on the day, I never really go into the mirror and say like, you look horrible. I know some people do that and it's so sad that they have to pick themselves apart. I always find a mix of, oh, I need to change this, or I wish this wasn't there, but at the same time it'll also be, most of the time it's great. If I'm looking in the mirror, I'm confident enough that I look great.
Yeah.
And I'm totally posing and taking selfies.
Exactly.
But it's a mix of both, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it's a mix of both too. I don't remember ever like picking myself apart in the mirror. Like when I have felt bad about my body in the past, like just remembering now, it's always been that someone has made me feel bad about my body. Like I've always felt good in my body, you know, and liked it, so.
Yeah, same here. When someone actually picks a particular part of you apart, then you're going and checking the mirror. Is that really what they meant?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, number 4. You've been invited to a dressy event, such as a wedding or banquet, and you need to buy a new dress. Do you think you're fat and dread going shopping because everything will look awful? Or B, Have some concerns that due to your imperfections, shopping will be challenging, but expect you will find something. Or C, know that you will find something flattering that will make you happy.
So mine is like a little bit of a mixture of B and C because like I am the size that I am, and I think that like I should be able to walk into any store and find clothes for me because men my size can do that. You know?
That's true.
So like I don't think it's because of my imperfections or whatever. Like, so I'm always like hesitant to go shopping because there are only a certain number of stores that I can shop at.
Yeah.
Like, and know that they have everything that I see in my size.
Yeah.
So that's my hesitation when shopping. But no, I totally expect to find something that's flattering that I'm going to be happy with.
I am C for this for sure, because I love going shopping and buying new clothes because I guess I kind of know what works for my body. So I know if I'm going to invest some money into buying clothes, I'm actually excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally. Cool, you go for the next one.
Okay. Oh, it's time for your annual doctor's visit, and the nurse has asked you to get on the scale. Do you panic, look away, and tell her not to tell you what your weight is? Get on reluctantly and hope for the best. Get on the scale knowing that whatever the number is... Get on the scale knowing that whatever the number on the scale is...
Is what it is.
Okay, I'm like, can I read? Get on the scale knowing that whatever the number on the scale is what it is, and it doesn't change how you feel about yourself. C.
C?
But it took me a long time to get to C.
Yeah. For me, it's been C because I've never really been told you need to lose weight ever in my life. So I wouldn't even know what that feels like. So that's probably a form of privilege in many ways. Or I've also never been told you're underweight, actually. Doctors have never been told. I mean, I've been told I'm underweight by family members.
Sure, yeah.
But by doctor standards, they've never told me like you need to like gain more weight or anything like that. So C for sure.
Yeah, for me C, like, I've been told by everybody that I need to lose weight, but like,
even doctors.
Yeah. But not like in a way that was helpful, you know. But I guess like just because I know what I've been through with my body and I know like what I'm doing to be healthy, like if I could weigh 800 pounds and be healthy, like I would be fine with that. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually a really good place to be in.
Yeah.
So someone you were dating casually has stopped calling you. Do you A, immediately think it's because something is wrong with the way you look? B, wonder if it is because of your appearance and also think of the other reasons it could be? Or C, assume that it has nothing to do with how you look?
I'm gonna go ahead and choose D, that something is wrong with them. None of the above.
How dare you not call me back?
Exactly, yeah. No, I guess C. Yeah.
C. Oh, I think it's a B for me.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
because I've actually been in those situations where I've dated someone. We had some great dates together, and all of a sudden they like disappear. The fact is probably they're multi-dating and they probably found somebody else. That's because I do the same.
Yes.
But
We all do.
you just sort of like disappear or say you're not interested anymore. But when it happens to me, normally it's kind of like, oh, is it because somebody else is better?
Yeah. Mine is
what can I
definitely
change? Yeah.
There's something wrong with them.
All right. A friend has joined a gym and asks you if you want to join with her and go together. Do you A, think, wow, she must think I'm out of shape? B, wonder if she has been judging your body but appreciate the concern? Or C, be glad she's trying to be healthier and exercise and appreciate that she is interested in spending time with you?
I guess C, but also I'm gonna add a D and just be like, finally someone who wants to go to the gym with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I had to take a break, but now I'm back like 5 times a week, so.
I would be like, E, are you kidding? I am not going to a gym. At all. I do not want to be
I'm never doing
seen in a
that.
gym. I hate gyms. I don't like it.
What
Like
do
if
you not like about it?
I just don't like those sounds. It just grosses me. Like, oh god, like men are horrible and it's constant like protein farts because they're constantly drinking protein shakes.
Protein
It's just
farts.
disgusting.
That's funny. You need a Planet Fitness.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, the last one.
When you're thinking about your body and your appearance, do you find yourself being critical, judgmental, and downright mean? Spend some time picking yourself apart while trying to find the positive as well. Know that you aren't perfect, but try to think of the things you actually do like and appreciate about yourself.
I would be a C.
Same.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I do know I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. What is perfect?
Me. Yeah.
But what is
Yeah,
perfect? It's beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you could be perfect to someone and not the next person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so but it took a while to come to that place.
Yeah,
There was
same.
a point that I always tried to look like someone sort of idea or a standard. It's still there in some way, shape, or form, but it's not as much.
But I think for me it's also C, but it did take me a while to get there, and it was really just like this idea of needing to change my thinking across the board about everything, you know. So it's not only looking at the negative, you know, because before it was just like I was very critical about everything and everyone.
Yeah,
Because that's how I was raised.
yeah.
But like seeing like, okay, people are doing their best. You're doing your best, and that's good, and this is good, and like let's look at the good things first, and then obviously you know what's bad. You
Yeah.
know what you need to do. You know what you need to work on.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not just about your body. You know.
Yeah.
The only thing that I really don't like about my body is that like, I had to have an emergency appendectomy, so my appendix ruptured, and so I've got this like big scar in my belly button and like here and over here, and I'm just
But
like,
scars
"Oh."
tell a story.
I know,
anyways,
but
yeah.
like, oh, my belly button was perfect before.
It's kind of like I don't know where I saw this movement where stretch marks, especially mothers who give birth, things like that, because that shit fucking ruins your body in many ways. Giving birth, a lot of props to moms for doing that, but it's sort of like tells a story. It actually, they're kind of trying to reclaim it. Like I'm a mother, so I pushed a living thing out of me. Sort of like I know she does not want to do that. She doesn't want kids. But it's something to be proud of at the same time.
Sure,
So-
absolutely.
So those kind of scars actually remind you of some things that you
Yeah,
actually
but like
accomplished.
also like stretch marks aren't scars. Like the only people, like mothers are not the only people who have stretch marks. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
to, like,
anything
normalize
for stretch
that.
marks,
Yeah.
it's just that you roughened up from life in many ways. Not everyone kind of looks like a just born baby just coming out.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah.
like, just like the point I'm making about stretch marks is like you can get them from growing too fast.
Yeah.
You can get them.
I
from-
have them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I actually have right by my butt like a cat scratched it. And everyone asks me like, "Were you fat at one point?" I'm like, "No, it was always been there.
Right.
It was always the same size, but I think my whole family has it. So, but I kind of like it. The fact that my whole family has it, it's sort of like a
Your familial
genetic
crest.
thing. Yeah. All right.
funny.
What do you have most of? B's, A's, or C's?
I guess B's and C's. I don't know.
Mine is mostly B's. So it's like you walk the line between being hard on yourself and emotionally well adjusted when it comes to your body image. If you have more A's and B's and not enough C's, you're in danger of becoming too self-critical and hurting your self-esteem. Pat yourself on the back for the areas where you're accepting of yourself, and note that you need to focus a bit more on the positive so that you can have a more kind and loving view of your physical self.
Okay, if most of your answers are C's, congratulations.
Ugh.
You are comfortable and accepting of your physical self. This will benefit your confidence and well-being on a larger scale. Take a moment to read through the answers where you may have chosen B or A so that you can work on being more positive in those specific areas. I'm not reading all of this.
It's a random one
Jamie.
part. Yeah, because like you have a good positive body image. I'm
Sure.
like almost there, and it takes time.
Yeah,
It definitely
sure.
does.
What's
Cool.
your body image brief?
She is a E.
She's like, I am perfect.
Couldn't give a fuck.
Perfect, give me that pizza. Okay, everyone.
All right, now we can like start doing our real podcast.
Oh,
part
yeah,
of it.
so go subscribe to our podcast and listen and give us 5 stars. If you don't like our podcast, you okay? We don't want to hear about it. Okay.